And we as Christians, we need to denounce that and say, no, this is not good. This is not righteous in any way. And we hate that this has happened with God. Secondly, these women were daughters, sisters, mothers, friends. We should grieve with those who have lost them, and grieve with those who grieve, mourn with those who mourn the loss of their lives. Thirdly, we know that over this past year, there's been an increase in some parts and cities. It's reported a 150% increase of hate crimes toward Asian Americans in our country and those of Asian ethnicity in our country over this past year. It's important for us as Christians publicly to denounce that as evil and wicked. We hate those acts. We hate that is happening to Asian Americans in our country. We want to grieve with them as this event, regardless of what this man's motives were for what he has done, is a painful, integrated reality of Asian Americans and the pain they have experienced with racism and ethnic hatred toward them. And lastly, that we as Christians need to resolve ourselves to stand up against that racism, to stand up against that hatred, to speak against it, whether it's at work, among friends, among family, and even at church, as it is against those who are made in the image of God, who we love and we care for in our communities. Friends, as human beings, our hearts are fickle and prone to change, to even do terrible things. This morning we come to worship a God who does not change. We come to worship a God whose character does not change, who is always just, who is always good. He is always love, and he is always mighty, and he is always our God. And he invites us to come to worship him. From Isaiah 40 this morning, verses 28 to 31, hear with me this call to worship our unchanging God this morning. Have you not known, and have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth.